Today I'll do LeetCode medium question 739, daily temperatures. This is a classical question for using monotonic stack. And this question is basically exactly the opposite of another question, 84, which also using monotonic stack. I already did this question. This question is using monotonically increasing stack, while today this question for daily temperatures we will use a monotonically decreasing stack. The question is asking you, when you are given a list of positive integers, for each index find the next integer that is higher than the current integer. So I'll draw you the logic why decreasing monotonic stack will work. So when you are trying to maintain a monotonically decreasing stack, eventually you will get values like this inside the stack. So whenever a new temperature coming in, there are only two situations. One is the new temperature is lower or it's higher than the current our previous temperatures inside the stack. Then that satisfies the requirement of being monotonically decreasing. Then you can just put them in. This is the easy situation. But if it's a temperature higher than the previous temperatures inside the stack, for example, it's here, then you will start popping out all the temperatures inside the stack that are lower than the current temperature. You may be wondering what happened to all those values that's between all those bars. They are empty because they already been popped out. And later on when I'm writing the code, you will know that you only update those values when they are popping out. So that means for those bars, they already get their answers. Only the bars that's left in the stack have not get a new temperature that's higher than them. So only the temperatures that's left inside the stack will become the where their answer will be 0, which means they never have a temperature that's higher than them. So when you get this higher temperature and you start popping out this one, the value you want to update to the answer would just be the distance between the current one to the popped out one index. And then you keep popping out. So another will be the distance between these two. Then you stop here because now it's become already the previous one is higher than the current one. Then you have to wait for a new temperature that's higher than this one to pop it out. Otherwise, it will just stay here and the answer will be 0. Now let's code it. So of course you will need a stack, which is just an array. So while the current temperature is as I drew here, if the current temperature is higher than the last one in the stack, then we will start popping out. So if the current one is higher, copy this. Than the last one in the stack, then we want to pop out this last one. And the answers for this popped out temperature, since by default you will have it as 0 if there never a warmer temperature after it, then you can update whenever a temperature is popped out. That means there is a higher temperature. Then you can update this previous one to the distance between the current one minus the previous one. So the only special case you need to be careful is in the beginning the stack is empty. So you only want to put it in. You don't want to check it. So after you pop out all the temperatures that's lower than the current one, then you can be confident all the temperatures left in the stack are higher than the current one. Then if you append the current one, it will still be a monotonically decreasing stack. So now you can append it. So that's the answer for this question.